What's going on out here?
Hard to say and tough to know.
What did you find? Oh my gosh. We are driving all the way to Delaware and we're doing a clean out today.
It's so understated.
It's so understated.
This one.
Oh my goodness. Wow, look at this thing. Ooh, I like that one. That one's nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
All right. These are kind of mid-century.
There's wooden ones over on the other side.
Oh. These are Hollywood Regency. Crazy. Very glitzy.
This is like Harley Quinn.
Yeah, it is. We've got some paint by numbers. I do like the paint by numbers.
These are nice.
Those are nice. I like those. They're like just the right size. And yeah, that's great. I like that lamp. Needs a nice shade though. It needs like a special fiberglass shade.
There's a small fiberglass shade we found. It's over there.
Oh.
See the bird cages?
Oh yes. I do see bird cages. What's that? Oh no, never mind. I'm like, what's that thing with the neck? Little fiberglass shade. A clippy shade.
Look at this.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
That's from the 40s.
And neat.
What is it?
It's like a punch and then like drink.
Bucket or punch? It's a punch bowl rather.
Oh wow.
Isn't that neat?
That is neat.
It has the lid.
It had the lid.
Good thing it's metal.
Isn't that neat?
That is neat. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen one like that before.
We always call it a UFO.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like a UFO. I like it.
Yeah, I think it's from the 40s.
Yeah, that would make sense. UFO. This one's got candle wax in it.
Yeah, that one.
It's different. I think it, see, that's different shape than the drinking one.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
these are the ones that came with it. That's just
Yeah.
the candle.
Oh, it's a shame it's got some rust on it. It is cool. I like it.
Obviously, it needs to be clean.
Yeah.
There are some things that are not for sale. That wooden flower stand thing. Well, it's not really wood. It looks like
Oh,
wood,
it
but
is
it's not.
beautiful though.
It's not for sale.
Yeah. Wow, it's really cool though.
Wooden lamps back there.
Oh yeah, those are like hand turned. Wow.
And then
Those lamps are not for sale. My dad made them.
I was gonna
They're
say
neat.
those look like they were hand turned. Those are great. Those are amazing. All right, well the guys are digging on the other side. I figured I'd look over here a little bit. That's a beautiful picture frame. Wonder if the picture frame is for sale.
That's all our stuff. Yeah, none of that's for sale.
Got some baskets here.
I think everything, that table, what's under, what's on it. I think all that.
Baskets? From this frame. Isn't it?
It's you reading it right away.
Yeah, I could read that. Look. Chase. Are you impressed?
Yes. 'Cause I could
Yeah!
see a horse. And that's all I can see.
I'm actually kind of impressed with myself, I'm not gonna lie.
I can't really see right now. Now I can see it.
Now you can see it.
Is
Oh,
that enough?
that's what I was going for. I was going for that back there. Here,
Hold on to your jacket.
I'm gonna give you this. Then I'm gonna do one of these. Here. Oh,
Would you be interested?
that's a print. Fun print though.
They said they're not going to send it back up in their store or use
Oh, it's marked on the back. Full color reproduction, published by the Metropolitan Museum of Art.
The cubes, the
for
Yeah.
display in the
the
booth.
the booth.
That's a nice mirror. Look at that here. Oh, it's a little.
You know, almost always, a lot of times, especially if you have any weed in them,
I don't even need to say it. It's
you
just a
have
sound
to make
effect.
sure that they're pushed all the way in.
Yeah, I give you 50 bucks for that
Baskets.
setup. I can use it. Like use it.
I mean, you understand my point with the cards, right?
I have no other place to put them. I guess they stay right there.
Or easier.
Don't put my face in it.
I
It'll
won't.
probably break your
Nope.
camera. Just warning you.
Oh, wow. Wow, this is like a grand reveal. Ooh.
Obviously, they need
Those
to
are
be
like
cleaned.
swag lamps.
Yes, and there's 2 of them.
Oh, gosh.
But they need to be cleaned.
Wow. Some serious
And
swag
they match
lamps.
the red and black lamp.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We built a whole new.
Around the, I mean, you would have to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those are statement
I'm
pieces.
thinking probably 70s, maybe 60s, but that's
yeah,
about
I
it.
would say probably.
But they're
yeah.
not older than that.
1970s, yeah. Oh, those are neat.
And the other one's in there too. So you have a pair.
Wow. Making fun of me?
No, never.
You were just making fun of me because I knew what that was.
There's a newspaper clipping about something similar to it. Or maybe that, I don't know.
Oh, that's a smaller one than I've seen. Yes, that's Thomas Mantle clock. Interesting.
Yeah, the paper off the back of it, the other half of it's in there, and there's some kind of clipping.
Yeah. Yeah, I've bought and sold one of these before, but it was a larger version. I don't think I've seen a smaller version before.
Hi. I heard the beep.
Beep! Beep! Quick, take a pose.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Going. Almost packed.
Wowzers. There's some nice stuff, huh?
See that blue? That blue.
Oh, I
gold
know.
down there
I
is really
saw that. I was like, oh my goodness. I like that. Ooh, look at the feet on it. I didn't see the feet. I like that. Very fancy schmancy. What are you holding in your hand? It's beautiful.
It's probably hazel.
That is actually I would think.
It looks like it never went through the dishwasher.
Same with these.
Some cowboys.
Cowboys and Indians.
Cowboy and Indians. I like it. Alrighty.
White spruce tree.
Alright, so Dagny and I decided to leave Andrew and Eric there at the house to finish up loading everything and, you know, all of that labor stuff. But we ended up buying all of those quilts and a lot of the stuff that I showed you guys. But Dagny and I are here at the Goodwill now. This was one of the first items that I noticed when we got there, and unfortunately, as you can see, there's some damage there on the petals, as there often is on pieces like this. This creamer here reminded me of Mara pottery from Mexico, but there was no marking on it. And Dagny found this amazing Eldrith birdhouse. It was absolutely gorgeous. I loved the green glaze on it. It was marked on the bottom Eldrith and it was signed. It was just an amazing piece. So she will likely have that listed up in her eBay shop, which is linked down below. You can find it on the shop with our friends link. So if you're interested, you can go find it there. These pieces, I liked the glaze on these, but I was not familiar with the artist on the bottom. This cow had a very interesting facial expression, and so I just felt the need to share him with everyone. I liked these little goblets. I guess maybe they're champagne flutes. They were just kind of a weird shape, and I thought they were very artistic, but I didn't see a whole lot of resale value in them because I didn't recognize the name. So I didn't leave them there. There was a hobbyist piece here. I liked the shape of it. It was marked with initials on the bottom and a date of 1991. Dagny found a sugar bowl. There were no markings on this. It had the lines of an Ars Prussia piece, but because it was not marked, I did decide to leave it there. I liked this carousel. It was marked Yankee Candle on the bottom, and I just wasn't really sure of the resale value of that. But you got a real close-up of it there because I was trying to get out of somebody's way. The aisles here were very narrow. We've got a little candle holder there. It was marked made in China, but there was damage on it as well. This piece right here with the hole in the bottom is for condensed milk. You would just put the entire can inside of this vessel. I learned this from my viewers. These typically came with underplates, and unfortunately we do not have an underplate, and so I decided to leave that. I liked this, except it was covered in glitter, and so then I was covered in glitter, and it was unfortunate. There was a box here, but there was nothing in the box. There were lots of boxes. I thought maybe this was Spode, but there was a star and not a Santa on the top of the tray. And then I spotted this guy on the shelf, and he was fantastic. He had a whole lot of character. He was a piggy bank. There was a signature on the bottom. Not one that I was familiar with, but I just liked his character. And so I did decide to grab him. However, he was very, very heavy. So I'm not sure if he'll be listed online or if he will go to one of our booths, either at Lemoyne or Carlisle. Unfortunately, this picture here did have a crack on it. I found this Hull piece. This was exciting. This was just hanging on the top shelf, and it is marked Hull on the back. It was $2.99. There were no chips, no cracks. It was a grape pattern on the front, but it was a nice piece. So this is another piece that is probably a little too cumbersome to ship. If we do decide to ship it, it would be pretty expensive to ship. We've got a little chocolate cup here. This is likely for hot chocolate. It would have come with a chocolate pot. Dagny did decide to take that because it was very darling, even though it was just a single. There was a brass dish back here, and it did have a coat of arms there on the front that said London, and it was punched out. I just didn't know what really to make of it. This picture here was marked on the bottom, and it was bedazzled for some reason. I'm not really exactly sure why. I'm not sure if that was meant to be there or if it just somehow got stuck there, but it was interesting. It really added to the piece, but we did decide to pass on that. I noticed a dish here in the corner, but first, this art glass piece. It could have served as a bracelet, however, it was not. So we did leave that. But the dish in the corner back here had a rattan handle, and there was a signature on the back. So I liked it. I thought it was pretty, and I decided to grab that for $1.99. I'm trying hard to look at the top shelf, and I'm having issues, even though I'm tall. Serious issues are happening here. Down on the bottom shelf, Dagny spotted these shell-like pieces, and we were kind of trying to figure out what their purpose is. I thought maybe they hung on a wall and held a candle, but there was no way to attach them to a wall. So they were interesting, and they were well made, but we did leave them. Now we're back to the top shelf. I'm determined, if you can't tell. There was a picture here in the back, and I decided to grab this out. I can't read the bottom, but I think it may have been Southern Potteries, Blue Ridge. I'm not positive on that. This bowl here reminded me of Ben Seibel, but there were no markings on it. And we got this giant poppy platter, and I wasn't really looking at this for resale, but I feel like I'd seen it somewhere before, and so I had to investigate it a little farther. I think it may have been a piece that was floating around one of the Goodwills, and I may or may not have looked at it at least 7 times before. I liked the design on this plate. It reminded me of a mug that I picked up recently, And it was marked Holland on the back, but as you could tell from the front of the plate that there was a lot of wear on that. Perhaps it had gone through the dishwasher a few too many times, unfortunately. And it was just a single, so I did decide to pass on that. I noticed a bell hanging out on the shelf over here, and I decided to go look at it. I thought it was glass, but it was ceramic, and there was no dingler in it. These children looked possessed. They had no pupils. It was a little frightening. Now, I do want to apologize because today's video is a little bit short, but I am going to try to do a live a little bit later on today, so hopefully I see you then. Alright, so my total spend here was only $10, which isn't a whole lot, but I got 3 pieces, one of which was whole, and so I'm kind of excited about that piece. I don't know if it's one that I would necessarily want to ship, so I think it's probably going to end up in one of our booths, either at Antiques Marketplace of Lemoyne or Carlisle Antique Mall. I'm not sure which one, but I was pretty excited about that whole piece. And of course, Dagny got that amazing Eldrith birdhouse, which she'll probably be listing on her eBay store. You can find that linked down below under Shop with Our Friends. So, on that note, I'm gonna get out of here. I think we're gonna head to another Goodwill on our way home, and I'll see you guys there tomorrow. See you then. Bye.